Hearing another sound of snorting, Ayaka placed the handle of the cart down. Another one wants to offer itself up to us. Ayaka grinned, happy to know that they'd get another bowl. Giggling, Mizuki said, "Well, hurry up and pull its attention towards yourself." Removing her weapon from her back and tossing the cover onto the ground, Ayaka sighed. "I guess I have to do all the work." Mizuki laughed and didn't bother replying to Ayaka's words. Ayaka listened for the sound of the snorting to try and determine where it was coming from. As she tried to figure out the location of the monster, she moved away from the cart. Her eyes soon saw the grass moving and spotted where the bull was coming from. It was slightly ahead of them and to the right of the cart. With the monster coming from such a direction, it was convenient for her, not having to move much before getting ready to greet the monster. When the monster emerged from the grass, Ayaka shouted, "Over here!" Hearing the loud noise, the bull turned its attention to Ayaka. With both the cart and Mizuki behind her, Ayaka knew that she had captured the monster's attention. Lowering her body, she tried to be ready for the charge and anything unpredictable. They hadn't been hunting boars much and lacked experience. There could potentially be things that could occur that they aren't aware of. Such thoughts made Ayaka cautious and not become arrogant in her ability to fight the stronger monsters. When the monster charged at her, the blade of the naginata was positioned to take on the monster. The butt of the weapon buried into the ground under her foot. Just like the previous time, there was a sense of anxiety the closer the monster approached her. But Ayaka managed to fight down the feeling of doubt and desire to run away. The shaft of the naginata buckled under the weight of the monster. It felt like it wanted to bounce out of Ayaka's grip. Gritting her teeth, Ayaka held strong to the shaft. She stared at the squealing bull that was madly using its hooves to dig into the ground in order to allow its tusks to pierce into her. "You're not going anywhere," Ayaka grinned through gritted teeth at the monster. With each attempt the monster tried to get closer to her, the more the blade dug deeper into the flesh of the thing. There was already a sizable pool of blood growing under it. Even without Mizuki, Ayaka could sense that the strength of the monster was decreasing due to the monster's heart pumping the life-giving liquid out of its body. "I don't think I need to do anything," Mizuki said behind Ayaka. "Though I complain that you're just trying to get out of work, I also agree that this is probably the case," Ayaka admitted. She knew that there wasn't any need for her friend to slice into the monster. Though Ayaka didn't know whether this was the case, she imagined that the guild would prefer a monster that wasn't all cut up in order to use its hide. The bull's struggle soon began to decrease and it slowly sunk into the ground. It looked as if the monster was just falling asleep after a tiring day, not due to its loss of copious amounts of blood. Though it looked like it had passed on, Ayaka still remained cautious. Even if it was small, there was still a possibility that the bull would lunge at her at the last moment before its death. Thinking this, Ayaka quickly pulled out the blade and jumped back. Creating enough space between her and the monster, Ayaka didn't think it was possible that even if it tried to attack her, the monster would have enough strength to reach where she stood. Keeping the blade of a naginata aimed at the bull, Ayaka waited for a bit. "Think it's dead?" Mizuki asked. Seeing the blood around the bull as it lay on the ground without breathing, Ayaka nodded. Even if it was pretending to be dead, I doubt it could just stay in one place for too long with how much blood it lost.